Okay, hi everyone. Thanks everyone for joining today. So to begin with our today's discussion, I want to start with some questions. So first thing, do you have any fitness trackers or participate in any fitness apps, program or class? And have you followed any like fitness related YouTube channel? If yes, then I believe you will be a target user for today's topic about launching YouTube live workout service. So in today's meeting, Karthik and I will quickly go through some backgrounds about this project and marketing opportunities. Then Satya will talk a little bit more about the execution strategy. Next, Jackie will provide more details about roles of team members to participate in this project. And Parisa will give a high-level overview about the potential risks. Finally, we will close by a Q&A session. So next slide. Let's talk about the background about this initiative. There's an analysis show that 20% American people belongs to at least one health club in 2019. But we all know that in 2020, the pandemic changed everything. Thousands of fitness clubs were closed, and more people decide to get coached from in-person to online. And thanks to the social media and various fitness apps, people can get numerous information about all kinds of workouts, like training videos just by search or click. Next slide. And you will see, thanks to all those kinds of fitness apps and all those kinds of changes has bring us a great opportunity to expand the workout service. Next, I will turn to Karthik to talk about more about the market opportunities.
All right. Thank you, Wenting. So, in 2020, COVID-19 has affected a lot of people in many different ways. So, people started learned how to live with COVID-19 by making some changes to their daily routines, like doing things virtually. For example, working from home, doing virtual meetings, virtual happy hours, even virtual doctor appointments, and people started learning new skills through these virtual platforms. And also there is a huge increment in people depending upon multiple apps for doing daily routines like ordering food, grocery deliveries, apps like Uber Eats, Instacart. There's a huge increase in demand for those apps. And since most of the people are working from home, YouTube is one of the most popular platform, and it's also one of the most visited platform globally. We're going to use this because of this increment in dependency on doing things virtually. We're going to use this opportunity to develop our idea. To back this idea, since as Vending said, one in five Americans they are part of one of the fitness chains. After COVID, these workout clubs, they are offering 72% of the virtual workout clubs, they are offering virtual workout sessions. Moving on, the main vision for this idea is to bring workouts to everybody's home with just click and ease of access. This is how the project idea is laid out. First of all, we're going to collaborate with an industry professional to create these live workout sessions. People can access this workout session through just a click. And as I said previously, YouTube is one of the globally accepted and the most visited platform among most of the other media platforms. Through this YouTube and these workout sessions, we can offer a wide variety of services for a wide variety of the people. Things like yoga, boxing, HIIT, dance, cardio, strength training, and there are many numerous kinds of workouts. And the market for this is unlimited and boundless because it's a global market and we have a wide variety of audience. For example, and if we are making this video based on USA market, we can even change those videos with a different language voiceover and make it global. And also we know there are very few gyms which offer people with disabilities, so we can offer videos people for multiple disabilities. And these are our audience. We can offer services from kids to old age people who want a wide variety of services, people with different abilities and multiple nationals. With that, I'd like to pass that to Satya.
Thank you, Karthik. Uh, 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 Good afternoon, everyone present here. So I would like to talk more into the execution strategy that we have decided upon for this project. Firstly, I would like to say that since we are dealing with services, worker services providing to the customers or our viewers or our service users, it's only logical to collaborate uh, people who are fitness experts, who are very reputed in such fields, because they would provide the best opportunity for us to extend our idea to a wider audience. Uh, so that would be a first step. Second step would be to set up workout studios, because we do need a place to record, set up, live stream all these services to our audience. That would means we need to identify good locations and contract them, and then make sure that everything goes from there to each and every household. Then we would like to market this project, promote the idea, develop ads. All lot of YouTube users, not everyone uses premium, so we would like to make sure that we develop ads, design ads, so that people get this idea and they are pulled in to get attracted to this idea. And then later comes the implementation, where once we identify all these prerequisites initially, we want to implement this in a sequential order so that we get close to our launch. And then once we launched it, it's very important to get the feedback from our audiences and then further develop based on the feedback that we receive. Next slide. So once we find out the experience strategy, now we want to find out how we deliver our services to the customers or our audiences or our service users. Now, a lot of people use YouTube. Some of them some of them are premium customers. Some of them use YouTube free account. Some of them are YouTube TV. So people use YouTube TV because they are top of the chain. They get a free subscription or they receive free services to this project. Now, the people who use YouTube Premium, they get a discounted price of $15 a month because they use YouTube Premium. And all the other customers who use regular YouTube services, they'd have to pay a $25 per month service charge. Next slide. As for the schedule of the project, uh, what we have decided is the overall project would be a 3-month duration from kickoff until it's launched. The initial step of finding the fitness partners, yoga teachers, all fitness experts, we have decided that we would take around 3 weeks to get that into motion. And once we do that, to set up our workout studios, identify locations, get our sets, equipment, set up everything for live streaming, we are planning to take 4 weeks for that. And the following 4 weeks would include testing, trials, saying we have any glitches, software issues, live streaming issues, connectivity issues. And then simultaneously in that 4 weeks, we'd also be doing marketing and hiring professionals, technicians, and all those things. And then the final week of the project duration would be the launch, where the project is out to the audience. Next, I would like to introduce Jackie, who will be talking more about the teams and technical needs.
So our team has gave a great presentation in terms of why we want to introduce this new service, what is our strategy, and what is our main audience. So now we want to talk about how do we get there? How do we want to put the product, the service into a market, and how do we make sure that it's going to be a success? So in order to do that, I would love to introduce 4 of our main members in this project that include, we have our team from the business operations, we have the head of the finance, the streaming that is going to support our project, the service launch for technical aspect, and we are going to have the project manager that is going to be cooperating with all the teams, all the departments to make sure this project is going to be a success, and then we're going to we will have the deliverables on time with quality ensured. So next slide, please. So in terms of technical needs, as we know that this is going to be a live streaming service, so we want to make sure the service, the technical aspect is going to be ensured. So that we include the service space. We will include the camera equipment and gym equipment. And we want to make sure the installation of the camera and gym are definitely with good quality and make sure that it will be delivered in time. And additionally, we want to recruit trainers. I mean, this is going to be a challenging part because this is not really an impersonal training or service delivered. That means that the trainers we will have not only have like really good techniques or good influence to influence the people in front of the YouTube TV to get into the training, but also we want to make sure those people they know how to have the time schedule, make sure they still have even without the personal interaction. We want to make sure we can keep the audience. And then in order to make this happen, we also need to have the back end support. That means when we have the equipment set up in the gym, we want to make sure the maintenance is definitely insured. And also all of the server will be maintained for sure as well. And lastly, we need to have the testing team that's going to provide the technical aspect to make sure that the live streaming would not have any technical threats. And then I would like to talk about the financial needs. Let's go to the next slide. Thank you. So the financial needs, we need resources, we need labor, and we need the equipment costs and maintenance costs. So here is a breakdown of all the financial needs here. We listed not really everything, but more like things that is going to have the major cost. As we can see here, the cost is really considered for the next 2 years. And then we can see the major part that we're paying for this new service launch is going to be hiring a partner, the managing partner. Additionally, it's going to be the project team cost. That's going to be initial cost, but lately we will have and after that, we will have the equipment costs, marketing costs, and server costs. Some of the costs will be just one time because, let's say, once we have the equipment, we're not really expecting the equipment to break down next year or two. So it's going to be just one time. But then for marketing, we want to have this to be a continuous kind of investment. Maybe for the first 2 years that we're putting into our project budget, it's $100,000. But maybe later we will introduce some new costs to make sure that our service will be promoted to bigger and better marketing and audiences. Yeah. So thank you. So that's going to be the need to make sure that our project will be delivered with quality and in time. So next, I would like to introduce Parisa to close up for our presentation and do a great summary.
Thank you, Jackie, and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Parisa, and I would like to talk about the setbacks or risk that we might face during this process. One of the setbacks or risk might be failure to find collaboration partners such as trainers. We would like to cover all different types of workouts such as yoga, boxing, Pilates, etc. And we should make sure that we find the right trainers for this project. The second risk might be this is an emerging market and we might have competitors. And as you know, there are a lot of applications that are out there, and now they are offering online fitness. And this is very important. While we are working on this project, we constantly do market research to make sure that we are not behind and what we are offering is the same or even better than what our competitors are offering to our audience. And the third risk might be people want to move back to work out in the studios instead of using virtual workout. And it is very important that while we are building this project, while we are working on this project and we are building this service, we make sure that we have features or capabilities or options to offer to our audience that um, make them want to use virtual workouts over going back to studios, and it'd be a great alternative for them in case there are days that they don't want to go to in-person studios, like to go and have in-person workout in the studios. And the next step for our project, next slide please, thank you. So our next step for this project is that we will meet tomorrow for a spring planning session. During planning session, we will start creating tasks. We will start creating stories, and we'll assign it to different team members. And every 2 weeks, we will have a sprint demos, and we will review our progress. And based on the feedback and comments that we might get from our testing team, we will iterate our work and moving forward with our project. Um, and is there any questions or comments that anyone wants to share?